I'm here with head SBU women's soccer coach Robert Podine. Coach, give us your thoughts on the upcoming season.
Well, every season starts anew, and it's always exciting. Last year we had a great season and did very well. I don't think a lot of people expected us to do as well as we did, and so of course this year, because of that, I think we do have high expectations. I think we have a great group of young ladies, very talented, very focused, and we certainly hope to do well. Our goal is always going to be to try to win the last game of the season, which would put us into a national championship. But we want to be competitive every game. We want to represent our institution well and play with the gifts God has given us. The schedule every year that we play, just because we're in the MIAA, it's every game's a battle. It doesn't matter if it's the team that's not doing as well or the strongest team in the conference. Every team is a battle. If you're not playing your absolute best game, you can lose. And so when you look at it, every game's going to be 1-2 goals. There's not going to be any game you can look at and say you're going to win that game, or this is going to be an easier game, because it just doesn't exist in our conference. That kind of helps us when we're preparing for postseason play, if we're lucky enough to get there, because playing the teams in the MIAA every game gives us that playoff feel every time we play. I mean, from teams like Central Missouri, Central Oklahoma, to Emporia, to Fort Hays, to Missouri Western, Northwest Missouri State, and Washburn, Nebraska Kearney. There is no easy team. Lindenwood. Every team is capable of winning the conference. Every team is capable of going to the NCAA tournament, and so we just hope we do well in the games that we have, and we are mentally tough, and we're technically and tactically prepared, and we can do well in those games and have that opportunity to go on to the postseason. We lost a very good group of senior players that graduated in May, and we were thrilled to see them graduate. Some went off and had the opportunity to play beyond college, and so those are always going to be hard to replace, but we feel like we've got an excellent group of returning young ladies that are focused and understand what we're looking for from them. We've brought in a great crop of freshman players that we think is probably our best recruiting class that we've had so far. And I think that, combined with the returning players and the leadership they're going to provide, I think it's an excellent blend. Chemistry is awesome, and so it's always so much fun to work with a group like this. As a coach, you kind of look for players that will work hard for you, believe in what you're doing, and very coachable. And I'm privileged to have a great group, and we look forward to them on the field. And the returning group, I mean, when you've got kids like Kate and Carla Jamison and Ellen Hamar and Allie Skogrand and Amy Bolton and Jamie Braun, Shaylin Wheeler, Tori Thomas, and you add into that new players like we have Kylie Young coming back, and then you add in new players like Whitney Snow, who was I think one of the top 2 players in the state of Missouri, and in Ashley McClendon from Chicago, very good player. Brianna Stanley from Los Angeles, very good player. Group of young ladies from Texas, very strong goalkeeper in Caitlin Webb, and some strong defenders in A.C. Pettit, Haley Schott, Abby Ramos, and then you add in kids like from the Dallas area, like Molly Pampolina, and who went to the state finals this past year, and then another kid like Avery Walker, who was 12th in the Dallas Metroplex in scoring. We kind of feel lucky. We kind of feel like we got some excellent kids, and they looked at our program, decided they want to be a part of what we're building, what we're doing, and we feel like moving forward, we've got a great group of young ladies to build with that all believe in what we're doing and all have that same philosophy as far as the SBU game plan and what we're building. So we're excited.